The flow is back, I spoke its facts, no holding back. I'm dope, I'm crack, I am the best, and you know the rest is cap. I blow the back out your bitch, your hoe is whack. You the type of guy to throw $1 at her. I'm the type to fucking pop my collar at her. They say she belongs to the streets, but you too pussy to go in the streets and holler at her. Internet niggas be mean as shit. They be typing all the hate behind the screens and shit. Talk tough, picture that like a meme, but when I see them in the street, they be like, man, I ain't mean that shit. Okay. You tryna be known, nigga. I'm tryna be left alone, nigga. Ain't tryna be online with you talking about nothing and wasting time. I'm a grown nigga. They take my kindness for weakness, always I gotta speak this realness. See, I'm a genius, nigga, I never sneak this. I'm just leaving them speechless, cause these niggas is fake. I'm spitting truth, they gotta eat this. Let's go! I've always been gorgeous. Your girl always adored this. They say you're nobody's perfect. Call me a nobody because I'm flawless. I'ma keep spitting, man, fuck a chorus. Can't give up my heart, it's locked in storage. I grew up on Aki and Saltfish. New York nigga ain't never been to Secaucus. You talk shit, I talk more shit. Miss me with the horse shit. All these bitches on horse shit. Y'all trying to ignore it. Your swagger is Norbit. Y'all niggas my sons. That's why you support abortion. Y'all niggas be courting bitches. They just do what I said. You gave her your bread, she gave me your bread. She ain't pay your bills, she paid me instead. She ain't suck your dick, she gave me your head. You know how you could tell that I'm winning? Cause haters don't hate losers, they love how I'm living. This open shit got you thinking that you could grope my chick, but niggas ain't got enough game to fuck with my women. Listen, I fuck your bitch right in front your kids. I'ma suck my dick while she drunk with my kids, and I touch her tits, and I'll choke that whore while she's on the floor and she begs for more. Pick up your bitch, then I'll make you watch while I smash her box, and she grabs my cock, put it down her throat, and she starts to choke, and you stare in shock, and you hope it stops cause it makes you sick, and you can't take it, but she can't take dick cause I make her hot. I'm so disrespectful cause they ain't show respect when they know respect's due. I'm so disrespectful, cause they ain't show respect when they know respect's due. I'm so disrespectful, cause they ain't show respect when they know respect's due. I'm so disrespectful. Show respect, motherfucker. All right. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's poppin'? What's good, what's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the motherfucking dating game. We about to go in today. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Monogamous Player, Soulmonger, Phil Brad, Dre, Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to Tata, Certified Tyrone, Main Event Flow. Shout out to King Solar Power, Jay Jones, Krenti, what's going on? Shout out to Brady G, what's good, man? So today we're going to be talking about, why a woman can never be your piece. You're probably like, Locario, what are you talking about? What does that even mean, right? So you have a lot of guys out there who they say they want a woman to be their piece, right? I hear this a lot online. I'll be on Clubhouse a lot. Niggas be saying this. And basically what that means is that they want a woman to basically be in a relationship with, and they want to sort of be peaceful with this woman. They want this woman to bring a sense of peace, a sense of joy, a sense of, like this vibe of like, it's chill and it's good. Now, on the surface, that doesn't sound like a bad thing, right? But what you have to understand is that a woman can never be your piece. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you try to put that responsibility on a woman, you are going to basically be setting yourself up for disappointments. You feel what I'm saying? But before we get into all of that, though, I want to remind you guys, make sure you guys get on the Bad Boy Membership.com and the Masculine Identity Membership.com. Check this out. This month on the Bad Boy Membership, you're going to get the program Charge Her to the Game. 10 reasons why you should never see her again. In this program, I give you 10 scenarios that you might encounter when dealing with women. This program will let you know exactly when you need to charge a chick to the game and never look back. So make sure you go to badboymembership.com right now so you can check out this program plus over 100 other other audio and video dating advice tutorials. Go to badboymembership.com today.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com.
Hey, we back. We are back. So let's get it in. So caller number 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901 is the motherfucking number. Okay. So now let's talk about this whole thing of a woman being your piece, right? Now, it's one thing you want a chick, right, that you're dealing with, right, to be on point, to be cooperative, to listen to what you're saying, right, to follow your lead. You want a woman to do these things, right? Now, that makes sense that a woman should be doing these things or she should not be in your life in, any type of fashion. You see what I'm saying? Even if you're just trying to hook up with a girl, a chick you hooking up with, she still needs to listen to your direction. She still needs to follow your lead, right? Now, with that being said, though, what a lot of guys do is they're looking for women to sort of like complete them, to sort of make them feel good. They're looking for happiness. They're looking for a sense of well-being through dealing with a woman. And what I'm trying to tell you is that that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen ever. See, you have to be your piece. A woman can't be your piece. A woman can't do anything to make you feel good as far as being happy, feel peaceful, and all this other stuff. She can't do it. And the reason why she can't do it is because it's the same exact reason why you can't do it for her. Is because every person needs to be their own piece. And so to fool yourself to think that a woman can be your piece, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. And what you're doing is that you're putting too much unnecessary energy on her. So you're going to be leaning towards her to make you feel good about you. You're going to be leaning towards her to make you feel good about the situation, instead of you creating a situation that you like when it comes to a relationship with a woman and then just making it be what it's going to be. But if you're looking for a woman to be your piece, then you're going to set yourself up for disappointment because she can't do that. She can't be that. And the reason why she can't do it and she can't be that is because she's her own person. So there are things that she's going to do, feel, say, and all that other stuff. That's going to just be about how she's feeling, the things she feels like she wants to do, and the thoughts that are going on in her head, the emotions that she has. And then that might not necessarily be in alignment with exactly what you want her to be for you. See, the way that you construct the relationship to where it benefits you as a man is that you have a structure and you have that woman be under that structure. But understand, even though that woman is under that structure, you don't control her, right? And see, when guys are talking about a woman being their piece, a woman being like, giving them that sense of comfort or whatever, what happens is that type of thinking, that type of, thought process, right? It gets you in a mindset of expecting a woman to do things or be a certain way so that you can feel good about her being that way. This is why a lot of guys, for example, right? And if you guys have questions, put a Q in the chat. This is why a lot of guys, for example, get so paranoid and they will do shit like look in their girl's phone. Or they're running around asking her like, who's this guy and what happened with this dude and how many bodies you got on you, all this other stuff. because they're looking for peace within dealing with the woman. And you can't have that, because if you're looking to her for it, right, you're actually ignoring the person you should be looking for it, which is you. You understand? And so what you got to understand is that she could never be your peace because you need to be your peace. Because this is what a lot of people do. Men and women do this both, right? Men and women, right? What they do is this, right? Is that they will be in situations and they're looking for other people to be a certain way for their own benefit. I'm gonna say it again. They're looking for people to be a certain way for their benefit. See, when I tell you guys to find a woman who cooperates, cooperation means working with. You understand? That's what cooperation means. It means working with, meaning that she is working with you to make shit happen. So you're not controlling or making a woman do anything. She's doing everything on her own free will, and she's cooperating because she wants to work with you to make shit happen with you. Right? And so what happens is that guys sort of will think, okay, well, I want her to sort of be a certain way so that I can feel peaceful. But that's not how it works, right? So a lot of guys say, but Lucario, I'm just talking about actually, her being a really good person, and I just don't want her to have an attitude because I want to have a peaceful home when I come home. I don't want her to be an asshole. I want a peaceful thing. So I want her to be my peace. But let me explain something to you guys. Let's check this out. Let's go deeper. If you need a woman to be that for you, right? Or if you need a woman to be that way, that means you're still saying that you need her to be that way in order for you to feel good about yourself, in order for you to feel peaceful. See, what you have to understand is this, is that you feeling at peace is up to you to feel that way regardless of the circumstances. I'm gonna say that again. You feeling at peace is you feeling that way regardless of the circumstances. So now let's say you with a chick and she's acting crazy and she's acting all fucked up, right? It's not to say that you're going to like the fact that she's acting crazy and she's acting fucked up, but her acting crazy and acting fucked up shouldn't be able to fuck with your mind to where she's fucking up your peace. Okay, I hope that doesn't go over your head. That should not be able to fuck with you to where it's fucking up your peace. You understand? Because, see, when you're the type of person who's really a person at peace, you understand that you are in control of how you feel about any situation. Okay? You are in control about how you feel about any situation. You understand? So if you're looking towards a woman to be your peace, what you're saying is, I'm looking for this woman to basically give me this peace that I want. But you can give yourself that peace because you're in control of how you feel in any situation. You see what I'm saying? It's that simple. You're in control of the shit. So you should be looking towards a woman to be your peace. And the reason why is this, understand this. Most of the time when guys say that, right? They're talking about being in a long-term relationship, right? Understand that, and if you have questions, put a Q in the chat. Understand that if you're in a long-term relationship, there are going to be times where things might not be as smooth as you want it to be. There's going to be times where emotions are going to be there, at times where your girl is in a bad mood or whatever it is like that. So by you expecting her to be your piece, whenever she's upset, whenever she's in a mood, whenever she's emotional, right? You're going to be either consciously or subconsciously blaming her for you feeling a certain way about that moment. You're going to be like, well, because she's being all emotional and bitchy, I'm upset now, and you're making me upset because you're supposed to be my piece. But that's not how it works. That's not how it works. See, if you understand that you are your piece, you're not looking to her to be your piece, and all you're doing is that you are basically managing the situation as it comes. So she's emotional, she's feeling some type of way, you manage the situation as it comes. But you're not looking to her to be your piece, because if you're looking to her to be your piece, then you are going to feel frustration. You're going to feel like you're struggling. You're going to feel suffering in these situations because you're expecting her to keep it together so that you can feel peaceful. And what I'm saying is, the reality of dealing with women is that sometimes women aren't going to display behaviors in your relationship that's going to make you feel that way. Or let's just say, make you feel like it's all peaceful and all that other shit. Right? It's not to say that you're going to deal with a woman who's going to be crazy and all over the place. But what I'm saying is your expectation for what she should be in order for you to feel that peace, she can never reach that expectation. See, because since you and her are two different people, she can never reach that expectation of what you think she should be to be your piece. You understand? It'll never happen. And then that's the type of shit that will actually ruin your relationship, because you're thinking, well, she's not my piece, so fuck this hoe. See, this is where a lot of women fuck up in relationships too, because they will expect a man to be a certain way, and because he's not exactly perfect in their mind of how they expect the guy to be, oh, he must not be the one. He's a great guy. He's so on point, but is this one little thing or this little thing over here, he's just not perfect, so he must not be the one. And then she wants to move on. See, what most people don't understand about relationships and long-term relationships and shit like that, and actually being, in a long-term relationship, is that things are supposed to change. Things are not going to stay exactly how they once were at the beginning. Most people, they feel like something's wrong because things are changing and all this other shit, right? There is a lot of work that has to be done in a long-term relationship to keep things going and keep things afloat and keep things, moving in a direction. But what happens is that when people are looking for the other people to be their piece, man or woman, they're looking for the other person to be their piece. They're setting themselves up for an unrealistic situation. You understand? Because everything you think that your girl should be doing exactly how you expect her to do it, right, is unrealistic because she is not you. See, this is why when I talk about cooperation, she's working with you on a specific thing or specific things for the relationship to work. But there are going to be times when your girl says something or does something that you may not like. And you may not like that because you're not her. And she did it because she liked it. See, a lot of times what happens is people in relationships, they're trying to change the other person to be like them because they're like, well, I would do it this way, so I want you to do it this way because that's the right way to do it because I do it that way. And since I do it that way, I think that's the right way to do it. And so if that person doesn't do it that way, exactly how you want it, that exact way, then they're not going to be your piece, right? See, it's one thing if you have certain guidelines and certain things as in a relationship to say, hey, this is what we do. These are the things we do. These are the things we don't do on a broad scale. But there are little things that make your girl an individual, right? That her individuality is going to show. And that's going to disturb your concept of what you thought her being your piece was. You understand? So that's what I'm saying, where don't look to your woman to be your piece. It's not going to work out for you. It's not going to work out for you. You're putting unrealistic expectations on the woman. You understand? And women need to also not make you be her piece because she's putting unrealistic expectations on you. You see what I'm saying? Because see, what you got to understand is this, right? Is that, and me and Miles was talking about this earlier when we was filming we was recording the Bad Boy show, and we were talking about how there's a balance in relationships. There's a balance in relationships. Any type of relationship you're in, there's some sort of balance, in meaning that there's certain things that are going to be great about it, and there's certain things that might not be so great, depending on any type of relationship you're with. So, for example, if you're just hooking up with a girl, right? Y'all are not boyfriend and girlfriend. You're just hooking up. So because you're just hooking up, right? Y'all are just having sex, basically. So because y'all are just hooking up and y'all are not together, let's say if, you wanted to like spend some time with her, or she wanted to spend some time with you, it's probably not going to happen. Spend some time doing other things besides sex. It's probably not going to happen because y'all are just fuck buddies. You understand? So because you're just fucking, what you're not getting is the other things outside of fucking. Right? Just like if you're in a long-term relationship, you get all the benefits of the long-term relationship, but the balance is you don't get the benefits of what it means to be single. Now, if you're single, you get the benefits of what it is to be single, but you don't get the benefits of what it is to be in a long-term relationship. Right? So you get one thing, but then there's also something else on the other side that you're not going to get. So when you're in a long-term relationship with a woman, when you're dealing with a woman, in that serious relationship, there are certain things that you're not going to get. There are certain things that are going to occur. And those certain things may not seem perfect all the time. Right? Because the reality of being with someone for a long period of time, it's not going to be honeymoons and rainbows every fucking day. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be this 24-hour excitement thing every day. It's not going to happen. See, when you first meet with someone, let's say you go on a first date with someone, there's an excitement there. It's mysterious because you don't know what's going to happen because it's, the first time. There's no certainty there. There's no consistency, routine, nothing. But you got the excitement, but you don't have the stability. You don't have the routine. You don't have that feeling of, oh, this person will be here tomorrow. You don't have that because it's the first date, but you do have the excitement. right? Now, what happens is that if you're in a long-term relationship, right, there's still things you love about that relationship, right? Because you're with that person, you love that person and everything like that. But it is not the same exact feeling as being on a first date. You understand? You can't, it's not gonna, it's impossible to recreate that. It's just like when you watch a movie that you've seen 10 times. You might love that movie, but you saw the joke already. Right? You saw that scene already. You're not surprised by the twist at the end because you know what's gonna happen. But you still love the movie. So what I'm saying is that when you're in one type of situation, you're getting this, but you're not getting that. And when you're in this situation, you're getting this, but you're not getting that. So what happens is that a lot of times when you guys are talking about a woman being your piece, right? Understand that there's a lot of things that go down in a relationship, a long-term relationship, that it is impossible for her to be your piece because she's too complex for whatever you think her being your piece is supposed to be. You understand? So don't put that type of energy or that type of expectation on your woman. See, when you're your piece, when you're your own piece, right? It doesn't matter what the woman does because it's not going to really shake you. See, part of the times where it really shakes you is because you're looking for that woman to be that in some form of fashion. But you have to have, if you have this sort of mentality where, let's say, for example, you look at it like this, right? You say, I'm peaceful now, right? I'm peaceful now. While she's here, I'm peaceful. And when she's gone, I'm peaceful. When she comes back, I'm peaceful. When she leaves, I'm peaceful. Right? So you're not sitting there expecting her to be this for you. You are that for yourself. Now, this isn't easy to do because we're conditioned to look at other people for our happiness, for our peace, for our sense of self, for our sense of well-being. We're conditioned to look at this. You understand? Like people say shit like, oh, you know, this person, they're my rock, my everything, you know, my soulmates, my true love. I can't live without them, all this other shit. You understand what I'm saying? All this other shit. And when you're doing that, you're putting way too much of an expectation on the situation. And no woman can live up to that. No woman can live up to that. It's not going to happen. Because she's not perfect and you're not perfect. It's not going to happen. But let me see what some of these questions are saying real quick. And guys, if you want to call in number 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. So I'm not going to be here too long, probably another 20 minutes, half an hour. And then, you know, we're going to get a cracking. So this one says, of course, Lil Kev got to be trolling. Why you always, Lil Kev, why you always got some fucking, you know, weird ass avatar, my nigga? This dude, he said, I disagree because if your mother can, then why can't another woman? Hilarious. Hilarious. Come on, Lil Kev. So, Lil Kev, your mom's your piece, bro? Crazy. He said, if her contributing to my piece is too much for her, then she's not the one. True soul partner will flow with you easy. Kev, you're missing a point, my brother. You are missing the points. All right, let me get to, I didn't even put the donation link up, so we'll fuck it. We'll just go through. 561 was popping. Who this?
Yo, man, it's okay, man. I don't, I donated through Cash App.
That's what's up. Appreciate it, brother. So what's going on with you?
Yeah. Hey, man, so I got a question. So I'm talking to this cougar, right?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I'm 22 from Savannah, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And my name's Gonzalo. And yeah, I'm talking to this cougar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I be going over her house, smashing her and everything. The only thing that's like kind of a problem is that her son is the same age as me.
Uh-huh.
And I already met him. And, you know, he kind of seems like a wimpy kid. But this girl's like big on like me coming over, spending the night. And I was like, I feel I kind of feel like a type of like way that the dude's the same age as me. Cause it's like, what if he's like one of those crazy guys that, you know, sees his mom getting his back blown out.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 22.
22. And how old's the mom?
35. No, my bad. I'm so sorry. 39.
Okay. All right. So why are you worried about the son for? And first of all, why, like, okay, this is the thing. All you need to do is come through, smash, and then keep pushing, right? So
correct.
Why are you worried about her talking about she wants you to spend the night and all that other shit?
No, I'm just saying, like, what if, like, what would you do in this scenario? Like, cause like, what if like the son feels a type of way? You know, like, you know, if it was me, I wouldn't want to hear my mom getting smacked. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Why are you worried about the son though?
Oh, I don't know, because I don't know what type of dude he is. Because, you know, I see the news and shit, you know, some crazy stories and shit.
Wait, hold on. So do you have your own spot?
I do, yeah.
So tell her to come through to your spot.
Yeah, she does, but like she likes me going over there too. So it's like a back and forth thing.
No, just tell her, listen, come through to my spot. I don't want to be smashing you while your son is there, and then we're gonna just kick it like that. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so just tell her to come through. Don't go over to her place. Tell her to come through your spot. She come through, y'all do what you gotta do, and then you keep pushing. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I just wanted to say, man, like, really, like, big thanks to you and Miles. I hope he's hearing this, because y'all boys, like, really helped me do, like, a whole 180 in my dating life. And even though I'm not where I want to be, it's still, I feel like I'm at the right direction thanks to y'all.
All right, that's what's up, bro, man. Well, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. I'm a holler.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.
Later. Man, yeah, just, yeah, you know, don't be, y'all motherfuckers, y'all be watching too many of these simps on the news and shit. Y'all getting scared out here. Y'all getting scared. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see. 401. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's good?
What's poppin'? Who this?
This is Prodigal.
What up? What's going on with you?
Chilling, man. I think I'm kind of hearing you. Okay, hold up. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You good? What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I donated too.
All right, appreciate it, brother. So what's going on with you?
Oh man, great topic, man. I just wanted to kind of chime in real quick. There's so much to say on this topic, but I think it's a great topic.
Right.
Like one of the big things I think is the culture that we have, like, you know, nowadays in society. It's telling a lot of men, and women say this a lot too, that men will trade their like resources and their time, and then women will trade emotionality.
Right.
So there's this idea in the culture that women are more emotionally stable than men. And I think, especially when you don't have game, you don't realize that just because women socialize a lot and just because they're very emotional doesn't mean that they're more emotionally mature or stable. And this is an idea that men really need to come to getting away from. But men got to understand, if you're really a man, you have more resolve than a woman. A man always has more resolve than a woman. So how can the person who has more resolve need to be comforted or set emotional stable by the person who's more emotional?
Right.
It doesn't make sense at all.
That's real shit.
Right. And so, yeah, for sure. And so I think what guys need to understand is when you have experience with women, when you have game, you come to realize that, you know, I know you always say you don't like this comparison, but one of the best comparisons is the parent-child relationship. You know, the parent doesn't look at the child when the child is doing a temper tantrum.
Right.
Well, children are very moody. You know, when the child is moody, if you're a good parent and if you're intelligent, you're not going to stoop down to their level and get emotionally affected by them.
Right.
Especially when you know why they're doing what they're doing.
Exactly.
If you know women, you know that they might have a thing with their cycle. They might have a issue that they're dealing with a friend or with work, you know. But one of the things that real men come to understand is that we don't have the time or the luxury or the energy to have our emotional state fluctuate so much. But, you know, women and children and lanes, they let their emotional state fluctuate.
Right.
So a real man has to ask himself, what's important? What really is worth me really changing? So men who really know themselves, in touch with themselves, very rarely are you really like taken out of you're in a constant emotional state.
Right.
You know, like I'm not having like crises every day or every month or every couple of months.
Right.
You know, there's only a few things that actually really make me feel like I need, like something's going wrong. And then what do? I step back, I recognize I'm emotional. I handle the situation and I tackle the issue that's in my life.
Right.
But men don't understand. Women don't do that. They're just like from moment to moment, something affects them. And then what happens is this, because I've been in many long-term relationships and you know this, see, women can get really, really emotional about a situation.
Right.
And then after that moment passes, their feelings are different.
Right.
But men, we take things differently. So what happens is you're expecting her to be your peace. She gets angry because of something, wilds out on you. Now you're stuck in that emotion.
Right.
And then, you know, she ate something, mom called, she's changed, but you're still emotional.
Exactly.
And now she's looking at you like you're the bitch.
Right. Exactly. That's some facts. That's some real shit. That's some real shit, though, that you just said. Because, like you said, because this is the thing with men and women. That's perfect that you just said that. See, generally what will happen is that a woman will feel a certain way about something. She's upset now or she's feeling some type of way. Now, because she's feeling some type of way, either you're feeling bad because she's feeling bad or she said something that made you upset now, whatever it is. So now, whatever happened, you feel in a certain type of way. Now, she's moved on to another emotion. You're still stuck in the emotion of what happened because you're still thinking about it. That's how, like, men generally will linger on or think about a specific thing because we're like thinking, why she acted that way? What happened? What was going on? Why she's tripping? Blah, blah, blah. And she's already whatever, right? Because they're just going from emotion to emotion. So the thing is that the reason why we do that is because we make the mistake of thinking, and this is what I talked about. I was talking about this on the Bad Boy show earlier today, where I was saying that guys make the mistake of thinking that women do things like how we do things. So if a woman does something or says something, right, or she's feeling a certain type of way, we're thinking, well, it must be like super crazy because I would, if this was me, then I would actually be reacting or I would only do this if it was something serious, right? I would only feel this way if something was this crazy, right? And so that's what confuses us, is because we're looking at them and we're taking seriously all of the things that's going on with how she's feeling, because we're saying, well, it must be serious because if it wasn't, why is she feeling this way? But a lot of times what a lot of guys don't get about women and their emotions is a woman's feelings about things a lot of times doesn't necessarily equate to what's happening in reality. It's just the assumption of what they think is happening. Now, for guys, that happens also too. But generally for women, it'll be that way because, like, for example, you could literally tell your girl, hey, listen, you could tell a girl, hey, listen, I don't like that girl that you think I like. So you don't got to be jealous, right? And she'll still feel like you do, even though you literally told her. You could literally get the girl she thinks that you like to stand in front of her and tell her, hey, me and this guy, we don't like each other. but because she still feels that way, she's gonna feel it. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what's being said or what's being shown to her, right? And so that's just how kind of like how women will do their thing, right? So now, because you know, if a guy cares about his girl or whatever, we're looking at her like, why is she so upset? Or what's going on? Why is she so angry? And then we take that on because we're like, okay, well, what did I do wrong? Or what's wrong that's happening? Because you're looking at her like, well, there has to be something wrong because there makes no sense for you to be acting this way unless something is wrong. And then this is where shit gets sort of confusing to a guy because we don't realize that there may actually not be anything wrong as to why she's feeling that way. She's just feeling that way based off of what she thinks is wrong in the situation. You see what I mean? So that also happens too. And then it just like gets into this confusing, crazy ass fucking like vibe. You know what I'm saying? And then when the guy takes it seriously, he gets too deep into it, then his emotion starts to get caught up in all this other nonsense. You see what I'm saying? And then it's like, how does the guy expect a woman to be his piece when this is the type of shit that goes down? It can't happen. It's impossible. Oh, is the caller there? You still there? I think he must hung up or his phone line cut off. Hold on. Okay, I think the phone line just cut off. But yeah, that's the thing. You guys got to understand that, man. It's real shit. Like, a lot of times, we're reacting off of how they are reacting. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, let me go to... Hold on. Let's go to 718. 718 was popping. Who's this?
Lucario's me, Moses, man. I don't know. How you doing?
What up? Appreciate it. What's going on, fam? What's good with you?
Nothing much. Just staying positive in the game, man. But look, here's the thing, right? A lot of guys, right? Here's an important thing. You look. Matter of fact, let me start off by saying this: the only way you're gonna get peace is when you tighten up your game.
Mm-hmm.
And when you tighten up your game, and then you deal with women who have a high interest.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you're gonna get peace. Now, I'm not saying depend on a high interest woman to give you peace.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, that's the way you get peace, because when you deal with women who have high interest in you, that's when the real cooperation comes in.
Right.
You understand? Because if you're dealing with, now, the reason why a lot of guys don't get peace from women, and once again, I'm not saying that for peace from women. The reason why is because they deal with women who are not cooperating. Trust me. How do I know? I've been there. You understand? I dealt with women who wasn't cooperating. I was too busy looking on, well, the women look good, you know what I'm saying? And they was not cooperating with me at all. And then that's what made me not get peace.
Right.
You understand? So now, when I flipped that, and then I started dealing with women who have high interest, that's means, guess what? That's when peace comes in.
Right. And you know what's interesting, though? You know what's interesting? You make a good point, because check this out. See, a lot of guys, they'll look for the woman to be their piece. They're like, I want this woman to act this way and be this way and, you know, do things exactly how I want it perfectly. And I want her to, you know, give me this sense of peace, right? Now, what you're saying is, you know, you get this girl who has this high interest who's cooperating with you. Now, when a woman's cooperating with you, that means she's following your lead. She's, you know, about what you're about, and she's going in the direction you want to go in. Now, that creates a peaceful situation because she's cooperative. But guess what? What happens is that she's cooperative with you because you chose to get a woman like that to deal with you, right? Meaning that you are creating the type of relationship you want. So when you're creating that type of relationship you want, then you're creating peace in your relationship, in your situation, which is created by you. So it still goes back to you as the man to create the peace that you want in your situation, even if you're looking at it on the surface level. You see what I'm saying? So that's just real shit.
Exactly. Because let me tell you, like I said, I've been there. You understand? Because when you're dealing with women who's bullshitting you, who's flaking, you know, and who's giving you the runaround, that's what's gonna cause you to not get peace. You You understand? And on top of that, what makes it worse, what makes it destroy your peace is that you wasting your energy and time trying to get a woman who's bullshitting. We pretty much have no interest.
Well, see, also this you got to understand though. See, the thing is, you don't want to look at it as her flaking or her bullshitting as you not getting peace, because see, again, like I said, when you go into the deeper aspects of it, none of that should break your peace anyway. See, your peace is solely your responsibility, regardless of the outcomes. When a person gets to that space, which is very difficult for most people to do. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why is because, again, every day we're conditioned to think that other people and things outside of ourselves are the things that we need in order to feel good or feel good about ourselves. So what happens is that you got to get to the point that regardless of what the woman is doing, it doesn't matter to you because you're at peace regardless. This is why a lot of times when, like a lot of when people like to meditate and shit, is that when you meditate, right? It's a thing where you're just sort of like experiencing the energy of what's going on in the moment. And you're just in the moment, feeling your breath, listening to the sounds around you and all this other stuff, right? So you're becoming one with all the things, right? So what happens is that because you understand that the outside stuff, right, is still a reflection of you and your reflection of all the things outside, right? Then you're not looking at this separation between you and the outside, and then the separation between you and the outside, or you and the girl, makes you think that in order for me to get peace, I need her to give it to me. But she doesn't need to give you what you have already inside you. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to say, where you don't want to sort of make the mistake of thinking that, man, my peace is going to be disrupted if she does this or does that. You see what I'm saying? Because the peace is already inside you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. I wanted to say this one last thing, and like I said, that's why I said I'm not saying that I'm dependent on the woman to give me peace, because none of that bothers me anyway.
Right.
But what I'm saying to you is this: is that to me, I started finding peace when I started tightening up my game. To be realistic,
right? Because
when you tighten up your game, that's where the peace comes in, because you know what you want, and then when you know what you want, right? Guess what? You find the women who's going to give you what you want, and who's going to follow your lead, and the ones who not, you get rid of it.
Right.
Like that is just that simple. Like, why you think you got people on TV complaining about women, their wife is bullshitting them doing this? First off, did you vet the woman correctly?
Right.
Did you? A lot of them didn't do it. So as a result, that's why the women is running them. That's why they don't get. They don't realize the pieces inside of them.
Right.
You understand? So I wanted to say this. So because there's something you didn't mention that at all. So I just wanted to kind of put this in there, man. But be safe out here, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, brother. Appreciate it. All right. So we got like 5 minutes left. You guys want to call up? Calling numbers 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901 is the number. Shout out to Miles Cunningham in the building. Some applause. Says women do things for their self-interest, so how could they love / care about you? Is it not really about you? Where does the self-interest fit into her loving and caring about you? I'm gonna answer that in a second, but let's go to 832. What's popping? Who this?
Yo, what up, Lucario? This is Bruce 40 out of Houston, man. How you feeling?
Chilling. What's going on with you?
Man, just enjoying the show, brother. Loving the topic. Wanted to share something real quick. A woman I'm dealing with, we recently had a similar conversation, but as opposed to the word peace, we were talking about happiness. And she's telling me, how I make her happy and this, that, and third. And she asked me, does she make me happy?
Right.
And I told her, just simply no.
Right.
Because my happiness is not something I'd ever be willing to depend on her for.
Exactly.
And not because I don't rock with her, but just because what if, for whatever reason, she becomes unable or unwilling to deliver. And
Right.
if I'm depending on her for that, then I would be asked out. And I don't believe a man should put himself in position to possibly be asked out if he doesn't have to.
Right. Real talk. Real talk. That's real shit.
Yeah.
No, that's real shit. And you know, it's funny. Sometimes people get offended when you say shit like that. They be mad as fuck.
Right.
Like if you like, they're like, oh, so I don't make you happy? No. But what? What do you mean?
100. Lucario, peep this. When I said that, her face and her body language instantly changed.
Right.
Like she shrunk a little bit and was feeling a little in her feelings. But, you know, we chilled for a second. She let it marinate, processed it, came back, we continued the convo, and she loved that shit.
Right. Right. And the thing is this,
Yeah.
you can say, look, I'm happy with you, right? But you don't make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy with or without you. So I'm happy regardless. You know what I mean? So that's the thing, you know, because a lot of times what happens is that, you know, and again, it's the way we've been conditioned. We want to feel as if, and it's an ego thing too. So a person wants to feel as if like that they make you happy. But it's like, see, the thing is that, you know, if I wouldn't want the responsibility to make someone happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine someone's like, well, I'm only happy because you're here. I'm like, fuck. So if I leave, you're going to be mad? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I leave, you're going to be unhappy? Like, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got shit to do. I got a place to go.
Right, exactly. I got to do shit today. So like, what the fuck? I'm supposed to stay here with you all day to make it. It's like, you know, so I think once people understand that, you know, they can enjoy people, they can have a good time with people, and you definitely enjoy the time you have with the person. But this idea of you know, someone else making you happy, it's you know, that leads to a lot of disappointment, frustration, and conflict. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's gonna get there sooner or later.
Exactly, man. But yo, brother, I appreciate the call, my brother. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Oh, no doubt. One last thing real quick, brother. I recently signed up for the Bad Boy membership. Bro, I'm rocking with that shit 100. And shout out to Miles, too, if you listening, man. I soak up a lot of game from y'all brothers, man. I love what y'all do, man. Peace.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Appreciate the call, brother. All right. So, guys, I got to head up out of here in 2 seconds. So let me just breeze through these questions real quick. And I'm going to probably be live tomorrow, too. So if y'all want to call in tomorrow, if I didn't get to y'all, we'll make that happen. So for this question, he's saying, you know, women do things in their self-interest. So how do they love, care about you if it's not really about you, not really for you? Because this is the thing you got to understand. And it's not just women. It's everyone does things in their own self-interest. You understand? Everybody does things in their own self-interest. And so what happens is that you're thinking that a woman being selfish or you being selfish means that you don't love another person. You understand? And see, the thing is that I can't really like see if you're looking at it in the sense of, you know, them being selfish means that they can't love you. That's totally wrong. Because them being selfish means they love themselves that much to be selfish. And therefore, because they love themselves, they'll be able to love you. See, a lot of times people do shit for you because they want your validation, because they want you to like them. That's not them loving you. That's them doing that because they want you to love them because they don't love themselves. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of you're getting confused thinking just because someone's doing something in their self-interest, which is what everyone is doing. You understand what I'm saying? That there's no love there. You know what I mean? It says if a woman totally follows your lead, do they sometimes stop thinking for themselves because they have everything under control? So they turning into a child almost? No, this is the thing. A woman following your lead is her thinking for herself. She's saying, I am choosing to follow this man's lead because I'm thinking that this is the best course of action to go in the direction where he's going because I want to be with him. You see what I'm saying? So women aren't blindly following you. They're following you because following you is in their best interest. It's something they want to do already anyway. So them following you, this goes to the other question. Them following you is not for you. It's for them. It's in their own self-interest for them to follow you. So don't think a woman is following you as a favor to you. You understand what I'm saying? A woman doesn't follow you as a favor to you. It's not like she's following you because she's trying to do you a favor, or that she's like, no, she's doing that because it's in her own self-interest for her to follow you, because she gets a benefit from that. You said this may sound like stupid, but what is the perfect time to get a girl at your place when she says, whenever I'm ready? Tell her when you're ready for her to come over. That's it. And then tell her has to come over. I met an older woman yesterday when I asked if she's free at a certain time to meet up. Instead of answering my question, she asked, how old am I? How old I am? Do I tell her or redirect it back to my question? All right, so this is the thing. Just understand that woman has medium interest in you. Anytime a woman doesn't answer your questions directly, or she's trying to sway the direction of the conversation, that means she doesn't have high interest in you. You understand? It means she doesn't have high interest in you. A woman who has high interest in you, she follows your lead. You see, it's that simple. So yeah, you can redirect the question and do all other stuff if you want and still try to get at her, but just understand she has medium interest in you. So that's up to you whether or not you want to continue to do that. You understand? Okay, we already did that one. In enormous amounts, you said you love the love that she gives you. You don't need the love, but you appreciate it being given. Is that what to look for in a woman, of her loving you or her loving you don't matter? Yeah, that's the thing. See, and I'm glad you're listening to the lyrics. That's good. So the thing is this. Yes, you appreciate the love. Like, yeah, I appreciate the love, right? But what happens is that you don't need it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times when see a person feeling like they need love is because they're lacking love within themselves. So they're looking for someone else to give them the love they don't have for themselves. Again, society has conditioned us this way. I got to find my soulmate, the one, all this other shit. I need to find this person so I can live happily ever after. You see what I'm saying? They're conditioning to do that. Is there going to be a Bad Boy membership sale soon? I want to sign up, but don't want to miss out on the bonuses if there are any. Well, yeah, we're going to do that starting Friday. Also, the thing is, if you're on the membership and you get it now, you can still get the sale stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're a member and you are on the membership now and you want the sale, stuff, then you can get it. You understand what I'm saying? Let me see what else, other questions we have. Game is like the phrase so that I can, for example, I will ABC so I can XYZ. Would you agree? The better you set up ABC, the better you get your XYZ. What? Hold on. I'm confused by your question. So I will ABC so that I was saying, so if you do a certain thing, then you get a certain outcome. Though, I mean, yeah, to an extent, that's what it is. That's the point. Like, you have a certain strategy to get a certain thing going. If you are able to get that thing, right, then your game is tight. But you getting that thing depends on how you get it also. So let's say you're trying to get some pussy, right? Some dudes they'll go and trick for it. That doesn't mean the game is tight. You understand? Because they're tricking for it. But if you can get it off the merit of you, then your game is tight. Because that means that the pussy you're getting is a pussy that desires you, not a pussy that's fucking you because you're paying it. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So I'm going in 14 December to a Christmas party with the extended job firms, very fancy and all that. I want to dance with the girls, but I can't figure out how to initiate, to get close and all that. Just go up to them and be like, yo, let's get on the dance floor. That's it. Just like, hey, what's up? Let's go dance real quick. You guys got to stop being scared to holler at the chicks. So, LaCarl, what's your take on the pimping and the macking? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's crazy. Man. All right. So listen, guys, I gotta head out in a second. So remember, go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership today. Also, make sure you guys go to Masculine Identity Membership. Remember, the prices are going up next year, so make sure you guys get up on that shit right now. Get it going, get it popping. And I will holler at y'all later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're going to have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.